Well, welcome to the card pull for the week, February the 23rd to March the 1st. And the theme for this card pull this week is sitting somewhere in all of the energetic chaos and change and everything that's been happening. So we're still in Imulk. So we're still thinking about how we can plant those seeds, how we can possibly expand in a certain part of our lives that we might have resisted doing. And then we've got the fire horse coming in for the year of the fire horse. And as I said in my previous card pull, I think that can be quite scary for some people. That sort of concept of really pushing forward and suddenly having all the answers and all these brand new ideas. So we're still keeping it a nice, gentle sort of how can we move within this energy sort of theme this week. So it's linked to the root chakra as well because um in the kind of wheel of the year and the going through the seasons, we need to start at a stable place first. So we're going to start with that kind of feeling of rooting, really feeling into our root chakra, what's coming up for us, where we need stability, and then we're going to take it from there. So this week's card deck that I've chosen is the Greenwich Oracle deck, Greenwich's Oracle deck, and I've also got part way through because the question was about energy. Um, it was I've chosen that energy card from the Energy Oracle deck as well. So we've got the other three are from the Greenwich's Oracle. So, where do I need more stability? And this was the card that I've pulled for the collective from that, which is alter. And remember, whenever you watch this, I've set the intention that this is set in this timeline for you. Whenever you watch it, for this healing and energy to go to you, and this guidance from spirit to go to you at that point. So, alter. So this is all about gratitude and releasing burdens, and it links very directly to one of the cards from last week, which was all about showing more gratitude. And I think releasing burdens. Now, I don't want to go get into that whole shedding the skins of the snake and everything, but sometimes if we want to ground more and have more structure and be more stable, we do need to let go of, or at least acknowledge the things that we want to let go of, or the things we're moving on from. So I think this is just a little reminder that before we before we start changing anything, doing anything, moving in a certain direction, we need to have that stability. So it's a little reminder, perhaps, if you're feeling a little bit chaotic in an area of your life, or you feel like you're not very clear about where that's going, to take a moment and pause and think about what you want to actually take forward, if anything, from that, and what you can just leave behind, or what pattern you're not going to repeat, or whatever it is. So I think that's a great starting point, to just acknowledge where you feel like you need to be more stable, where has felt out of sync, out of kilter, a little bit wobbly in your life, on a day-to-day basis. So, we don't have to think about the grand scheme, and it could be just something really simple, like I need to get back on being more organized, or I need to think about what I'm putting in my body and what I'm eating, or how I'm relating to friends, or I need to get that job done that I've been putting off. So have a think about where you might need a bit more stability. And that card is saying find that area, one small area, and maybe um, think about how you can ground a bit more around that issue. How you can kind of either change it to ground it or let it go, so that you or move away from it, so that you're not on that wobbly ground. You've got like a firm structure to build any of this growth in this following week from. So card two, this was um where is the energy already building? So remember, we're not bursting out of the start gate when we don't have to follow that whole fire horse energy with a little bit masculine kind of oriented with the masculine energy oriented where it's kind of do and pushing. Doesn't have to be like that. What we can do is feel into where we already think things are maybe changing, where feels ready to accelerate. So this was from the Energy Oracle card pack, and this is the sun, and very yellow golden sort of kind of feel to the design. And in chakras, the yellow is the solar plexus, all about you as a person, your being, your self-worth, your self-confidence. And so what's ready, where is it already building? You are already developing that self-confidence. The cards are saying that you've got this possible seed that's going to grow, and you might have kind of decided I'm going to push this area of my life and I'm going to make changes or improve it. And it's saying that already that just that acknowledgement of that has created that strength inside, uh, that kind of self-worth, self-power. So we're going to feel into that solar plexus area. So above your belly button, uh, on your rib cage, at the bottom of your rib cage, that's your solar plexus area. So you could spend a few minutes every day just kind of connecting in with that area, put a hand there and just breathe and then feel if you've got any sensations, any thoughts that come in, and really go with whatever is coming in there because it's your chakra is telling you. Remember listening to our chakra voices, and it's saying that there's already something there. You don't have to chuck everything out. There's already that those seeds have been planted and we're already going in the right direction. And that's where it's starting. It's starting with that power, that self-awareness. Um, you know where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to change, whatever it is that is coming with this new energy. And you've already got that within you, and you've already started the work on it. So we're on the right track. The cards are kind of confirming that this change is coming from within you. It's not being pushed by external pressure. So card three. So this is the bridge between the two. So it's where do you need the stability and what is already building, but how we're going to get there, and what connects that stability with that movement of where we're building and growing. Um, so we've got seeds. And I've talked a lot about seeds, about planting these seeds of growth, development, change, not in a kind of stressy, pressured way, but just really just um, building on something that might be a seed of a thought, a feeling, and then building with that. And I think this is telling us that we need to be these new ideas, this hope we've got to be open-minded about it. So we've maybe identified the areas where we're not as stable. We need to maybe ground down. We know that the power is coming from us, and we need to maintain that open-mindedness about what we can achieve, what we can do, how we can put this energy to good use in this period of changing energy and flow and movement. We need to really be open-minded about it. Um, and maybe if in the past we've been perhaps a bit negative and feeling um bit self-doubting about I can't do it, I've tried before. No, we're being open-minded, we're going to do it this time. This is a different energy. If we put together all the energetic clues for we've closed the year nine, we're into the year one. We've got this brand new year in the Chinese zodiac, and we've got all of this energy with the new moon. This is it. We're being open-minded that this is actually going to create some change and some movement. So the fourth card. So this is an extra card they've added in, and it's how do I move forward with all the things we've just learnt in this reading, but without overwhelming or overriding the things that perhaps our inner voices, our inner chakra voices are telling us. Um, so this is soil. which it doesn't look very exciting. It's not kind of one that you think, oh wow, that's telling me how to do it. But the message from it is really good. Its overall message is stability, so it fits in with this theme this week, but also its other message is simplicity. And I think that fits in so well with the other cards. Um, Keeping it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't make any decisions you make overcomplicated. Don't overthink it to make it complicated. Just keep it very simple. And it does give that guidance. It's really perfect guidance to go with the other cards. Um, Keeping it simple, making sure you're always feeling stable with whatever you do, and then that's not going to shut down those opportunity for those seeds to grow and that change to happen because we're keeping it safe. We're keeping it within what we can manage, what we can deal with without stopping that movement by overthinking it. And remember, the card previous to that was about the open-mindedness, keeping that open mind. And I think by also keeping it simple as well, we're taking away those opportunities for there to be complications. So the cards are saying yes, we're moving on these ideas, these seeds, but we're making sure we move from a place of grounding and stability, and we're keeping it simple. We're keeping our minds open, and we're going to go from that growing self-power that we have got in our solar plexus. So if those cards resonate with you, please do let me know in the community. Remember to take what you can from it and leave what you can't. If any particular card you didn't really feel or understand what it meant, that's perfectly fine. That's what you're meant to have seen and heard today. And I will see you next time.